Well, my name is Shandon Halland. I'm a nurse practitioner in psychiatry and addiction medicine here at St. Joseph's Hospital, as well as spending time at St. John's. In addition to the responsibilities I have on the addiction medicine and the mental health units, I also do some psychiatric consulting when my colleagues are away on vacation for coverage. So as a nurse practitioner in addiction and mental health, I was initially drawn to it immediately after college when I started work doing some homeless outreach. And I really enjoyed that piece, the kind of work in the homeless outreach community, working particularly with people with mental illness, because it relied essentially on developing an effective relationship, and oftentimes with people who are living in the homeless community, effective relationship making is not their skill set. So it was a real challenge, and I found that I had a natural acumen for that. So when I thought about professionally, where do I want to go with this? I thought about medical school, I thought about becoming a nurse, and a particular person influenced me that worked at one of our neighboring hospitals here, who was just worked brilliantly with a couple of my more difficult to work with clients with schizophrenia. And I later realized and found out she was a nurse practitioner. So I think I had some good role model there. I went to school and in Boston, Massachusetts, and then thinking about where to go next. I have a young family at home, so coming back to St. Paul, which is where my roots are, made a lot of sense. So I began looking around, and I chose Health East largely because I had known Joe Clubb, who's the manager in the mental health service, from my days working in the homeless outreach community. And I had always respected the priority he placed on people with high degree of vulnerability and with patients who are harder to connect with. And his advocacy made me want to work for this organization. So now that I've been here for a stretch of time, I feel like my skill set, i.e. developing effective relationships that help with healing, are well placed and well served. They fit well with this organization. I feel like the kind of support I have from my physician as well as other nurse practitioner colleagues are essential, especially in my early development as a clinician, and it's been superb in that way. Also I like the team integration we have here with the nurse practitioners, the counselors, the physicians, the nurses, and I'm sure I'm missing other people, but I feel like we work as a pretty cohesive unit across what oftentimes can be difficult to bridge power divides between the different professions and specialties. Sickness is a time of chaos in people's lives. It's horribly disruptive, whether it's an addiction, whether it's a mental health issue, whether it's diabetes, or whether it's a cardiac event. But it doesn't have to be always a destructive or chaotic disruption to your life. It can be ways in which you redefine your trajectory of life. How do I make change? When I know I have to do something different, then sometimes coming into the hospital is the place where you can start cementing some different changes, and that's what we do a lot in the addiction medicine unit.